Hey everybody, it's Hengest here with the Vegan Gamers. Welcome to my first ever Pokemon Shield video. I was about to say Pokemon Go video. There's been some ads out for that lately. I'm kind of tempted to get into it, give it another try. Yeah, I wanted to experiment with this setup, this tech. Everything you're seeing right now can be done anywhere in the world without a electrical connection. It's all battery powered. And I wanted to sort this out before the expansion comes out for Sword and Shield. I have been playing this game very casually. I did a little bit of battling in X and Y. Then I skipped a generation, the Alola one. And then I got into this one because it's on the Switch. And I always wanted a legit Pokemon game, like the Adventure series and the handheld, that came to the home console. So this is really the first game that fits that description. And I want to try a little bit of online battling. I've done very little of this in Sword and Shield, and I haven't posted a single video. So I wanted to show you the team I've been working on a little bit. Oops, looks like Hatterene is missing an item there. She should be holding a focus sash. But we're going to go with this comp here. This is a Trick Room comp with a little bit of a twist, and I might get an opportunity to show you what that twist is. Hopefully, it really depends on what the opening lineup is, so I'm going to show you what mine is. We're going to open with this Lapras, who's holding the Light Clay. Now, if you're an intermediate Shield player, you might know why she's holding the Light Clay and what I'm planning. And then we're going to go in with the Jellicent alongside Lapras. And I think I want to fall back on the trusty Conkeldurr, and either Rambi or Sirfetch'd here. That's Rhyperior or Sirfetch'd. I think that Sirfetch'd is, well, let's go with Rambi so we can get a little bit of ground in there. I'm just really not a big fan of Pokemon that have ×4 weaknesses. I don't like Pokemon that can be easily one-shot, and Rhyperior definitely fits that description. So we're going in against Kai right now. Kai looks like a big Pikachu fan. My character, my avatar, is just totally standard issue. I really just gave him glasses and a hoodie. And his skin tone would normally be matching mine if I got a tan, but it's been very dark here in the Great Northwest so far in 2020. So it looks like we're going up against another Trick Room comp, and I actually have like zero experience doing this. Going into a battle with the intention of using Trick Room myself, and then realizing that my opponent is probably going to use Trick Room themselves. So I actually think that my Pokemon have a movement advantage here on turn 1. I think they're a little bit faster than the opponent, which means I should be able to execute this Hatterene with a turn 1 Gigantamax. Now, a good friend of mine, his name's Corey, he gave me this shiny Lapras that is G-maxed. And I was just like, oh man, I have got to build a comp around this Lapras. It is so cool and extremely rare. One of my favorite G-Max models. And we're going to open with the G-Max Resonance, which is the reason that my Lapras is holding the Light Clay. And yes, we did get to move first with both Pokemon, which means I think that our opponent's ability to use Trick Room is severely diminished. And we also have a type advantage here with the Jellicent, who is Ghost, who is immune to many of Snorlax's physical attacks. If he's using, he's using Thunder, wow. And it hits. Yikes. So both of these Pokemon you see here do have a higher special defense. I'm a little surprised to see Snorlax using Thunder because he has extremely high attack. I wasn't aware that his special attack is really impressive at all. We don't care about that Intimidate. We're both special attackers here. This battle's moving kind of quick. I can't really explain everything in real time. So if I do use this Water Geyser, It's going to rain, obviously, which is going to give Snorlax's Thunder 100% accuracy. But spoiler, my Lapras also has Thunder, so that's going to help me, I think, more than it helps him. Now, Arcanine is super fast, so I'm fairly certain he's going to die on this turn, which means we're not going to need the Trick Room. He might Wild Charge my Jellicent, actually, for a KO. That could be problematic. So I'm basically giving up my Trick Room here and expecting that I'm going to lose that Jellicent on this turn. But I think it's quite likely that Arcanine is going to die as well. Ooh, she does survive, but we can't take another hit from Snorlax. Another one of those Thunders. Now that was the twist I wanted to show you. Both of these opening Pokemon, Lapras and Jellicent, have Water Absorb, the ability, which means that not only are they immune to water attacks, they get healed by water attacks. And they're both equipped with the Surf ability, so they can actually heal each other. And I've been experimenting a little bit with Surf builds. They're really creative. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see a heal on Lapras there when Jellicent used the Surf because she was at full HP. But yeah, that Arcanine got off a pretty sweet Wild Charge. He was definitely counting on that Wild Charge killing the Jellicent because he didn't go in for another Thunder. He instead used Brick Break on the Lapras, which destroyed my Aurora Veil. We only have one more Gmax turn left, so my options are to go for the super effective hit on Charizard with Water Geyser, which might just kill him because it's raining. We get a 50% boost on our water attacks. Or we can try to get that up again, the Aurora Veil that is, which is probably the more conservative play here, which would force him to use Brick Break once again. So I have a feeling he's going to Gmax that Charizard, and I'm going to try to get off the Trick Room here, though it will more than likely fail because they're probably going to target down my Jellicent. But if I do get the Trick Room, it sets up my following two Pokemon very nicely. But the Rhyperior should be a pretty hard counter to that Charizard, and Conkeldurr is, man, he's just amazing. But he's like unstoppable if he's under Trick Room. I mean, he's like, I don't know, I think he's OP. So we'll see. It looks like Jellicent is going to go down there. That move has a 95% accuracy rate, I think, or maybe it's 90%. So that's unfortunate that we did not get the Trick Room off. Now, because this is a Gigantamaxed Snorlax, he no longer has Brick Break, which means that Aurora Veil is there to stay for the rest of this fight. It's like 7 turns or 8 turns or something. So he's going to build up his attack. I think that's a special attacking Charizard. So Snorlax is going to become a bit of a problem here. But we have the Drain Punch on the Conkeldurr, and I don't know how that Snorlax is built because he hit me with a Thunder. So I don't think that we're going to be able to get Snorlax down during his Gmax. But I'm really not that concerned about him. He's probably got, what's that ability? Gluttony instead of Thick Fat because he's Gigantamaxed. So we should be able to hit him with Ice and Water here pretty effectively. Unfortunately, I can't use Surf right now because it would hurt Conkeldurr quite a bit. But we can definitely go in for a Thunder and kill what's left of that Charizard. And then we'll just Drain Punch Snorlax into oblivion. He's going to have a really tough time taking out Conkeldurr, who has a really high defense. Hopefully this doesn't flinch. That would be a big problem. That did a lot more damage than I thought it would. In the rain, Thunder has a 100% hit rate, so he's definitely done. And that pretty much spells defeat for our opponent here, Kai. Conkeldurr did flinch. Why did they tell me that he flinches so long after the attack? That's so derpy. I don't know, maybe the Charizard was holding the King's Rock or something to increase his probability of flinching, but yeah, that's pretty annoying. I really dislike getting flinched. I think we all do. But I mean, you can't really complain. It's a pretty high probability by default that that's going to happen. So yeah, once again, That was another Thunder. Oh, maybe he is? Maybe he does have thick fat, because that freeze dry just did nothing. But the drain punch from this extremely high attack, Kelder right there. I mean, the amount of HP that the Snorlax just transferred is like the highest in the game, pretty much, from that one hit. So that was a very one-sided match. But I think I'll post it anyways, because it went pretty well. I just really wanted to get a video out before the expansion hits. At the time of this recording, it's coming out tomorrow. So I wanted to put this out there as more of just like a tech demo for the setup I'm using, experimental purposes. And I'm also looking for feedback. What do you guys think of the length of this video? Should I try to include like 2, maybe even 3 battles with a single comp that I'm trying out? Let me know about the length and about this presentation style. I'd appreciate your feedback a great deal. It's the best way to improve. But yeah, I can shoot these anywhere. Today I'm shooting it in front of a green screen, so I can put any background behind me. I just want to innovate a little bit. I know there's a lot of Pokemon videos out there, but you guys know me. If you've been following me for a little while, I'm all about making the best videos possible. So I always try to push that with technology. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll be sure to be back with more Pokemon. Peace out, everybody.